All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Judge Michael Davis. This is the first appearance court. You're all here because you've been arrested, and under the laws of the state of Florida, you have the right to see a neutral judge within 24 hours of your arrest. I won't be deciding guilt or innocence today. What I will decide is whether or not there was probable cause to arrest you, and if so, I'll set a reasonable bond in your case if it's applicable under the law. You have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you, so don't talk about the facts of your case today. You also have the right to counsel. If you've hired a private attorney and your attorney is not here in my courtroom, please let me know and I will attempt to contact them for you. You also can utilize the public defender's office. There's a representative there with you in the main jail and one here with me in my courtroom. All right, so Mr. Linder, on the Ranger case, you're waiting.
Yes.
And counsel, you have a little time?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, good.
Thank you.
And then on the, there was another case.
Now, we have, if you want to call the case of detectives here on those, that would be...
No, I'm calling those. Those are going to be first, but I just wanted to make sure. So you're waiting on the prosecutor from economic crimes?
that would be Summerlit, yes.
Summerlit is the name of the case.
Yeah, that's the
All
difference.
right, so I'll pull that one in a minute. So we'll start with page 22. Brandon Wilson and Nicholas Tarr. They can come up together.
Mr. Wilson, Mr. Tarr coming on, please.
All right, good morning, gentlemen. Mr. Wilson, you are charged with burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, possession of burglar's tools with intent to use, grand theft, and 3 counts of violating your probation or community control. Mr. Tarr, you are charged with burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, possession of burglary tools with intent to use, grand theft, and 1 count of violating your probation or community control. I have here a deputy, and I believe you'd like to testify. So let me put you under oath, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, put your hand down. Please tell me your name, your rank, and the agency you work for.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deputy Pollock. I work for the Broward County Sheriff's Office.
Very good. Mr. Linder?
Deputy Pollock, you made the arrest and prepared the probable cause affidavits for Brandon Wilson and Nicholas Tarr on the charges before the court?
Yes, sir.
And just based on your investigation, Deputy Pollock, do you have any concerns for the safety of the community with regards to Brandon Wilson and Nicholas Tarr?
Yes, sir. It is very important, Your Honor, that we keep both of these individuals locked up. Reason being is because the severity of their crimes that happened in their past and the crimes that occurred yesterday as well.
And Your Honor, I would note, as you can see, the charges that they're on probation for, Mr. Tarr for armed burglary of a dwelling, 2 counts of dealing in stolen property and grand theft, also tampering with a witness or a victim, which is obviously a concern because we do have listed victims in this case, where he's alleged to have unlawfully going into their victim's home. Your Honor, what's also noteworthy is that Mr. Tarr is on probation after being sentenced to 4 years in state prison as a youthful offender. As far as Mr. Wilson, you can see he actually is on probation for 2 separate strong-arm robberies. He was sentenced, and the delivery of cocaine. He was sentenced to 2 years in state prison to be followed by 2 years of probation. Clearly, one could argue that the prospect of going back to prison wasn't enough to deter Mr. Tarr and Mr. Wilson from committing these alleged offenses. And I think that's something that I would be asking the court to obviously take into consideration when setting bonds and release conditions on count 1.
All right. Mr. Romero?
Judge, and speaking with Mr. Wilson, he's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 23 years old. He's currently looking for work. Unfortunately, he has no sort of financial resources at this time. He has no money in the bank, no property. He lives in Lauderdale Lakes with his girlfriend. He doesn't believe his girlfriend has any sort of financial resources to put up a significant monetary bond. We'd be asking you to take that into consideration and impose a reasonable bond as to Mr. Wilson on count 1.
All right. All right.
Do you want me to go into right now, Mr. Tar?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, please, please. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And in speaking with Mr. Tar, he's also been residing in South Florida his whole life. He's 22 years old. He works part-time when he can, basically with the tow trunk company. Last month, he made about $400 for the whole entire month. Financially, also, he has limited financial resources, no money in the bank, no property. We didn't ask you to impose a reasonable bond as to count one. And I did inform both of the individuals that they do have VOP no bond holds, so regardless, they'll be seeing their judges on the respective dates.
All right. I'm going to set on the burglary charge in each case a $50,000 bond. And the $1,000 for Mr. Wilson, $1,000 on count 2 for the possession of tools, and $1,000 on count 3 for grand theft. Pretrial release, level 2 with a GPS monitor. For Mr. Tar, it'll also be a $50,000 bond on the burglary, $1,000 on the possession of tools and grand theft, and pretrial release, level 2, GPS monitor. I'll waive the costs. Sirs, Mr. Wilson, you have 3 counts of violating your probation. Those are no bond holds. Mr. Tar, you have 1 count. It's a no bond hold. Mr. Wilson, you have a court date on March 2nd at 8:30 with your division judge to address the violations of probation. Mr. Tar, you have a court date on, March 7th at 8:30 to address those violations of probation. Each of you, I'm issuing a no contact order with the victims. Don't attempt to call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Stay at least 500 feet away. Do you understand that, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that, Mr. Tar?
Yes, sir.
All right,
And Your Honor, we'd also ask that the no contact order also include no third party contact.
No third-party contact in terms of...
I just want on the record that they can't, they're not permitted to go through a third party to have
Okay.
contact either.
All right. Do you understand that? You can't call somebody else and say, hey, call the victim on my behalf. That's what third-party contact means. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you both. Thank you for coming in, Deputy. All right.
Oh, sorry. Lost your cord there.
All right. We do have several attorneys here, and I will be calling some other cases at a turn, but we're sort of in a holding pattern. So for now, we'll proceed on page 1 with Tanya Strobridge.
Judge, the North Broward system isn't working.
Oh, no. Oh, dear.
They've already contacted someone.
They did? They're working on it? Okay, so I'll have to put that...
I gave them the number. They called and nobody was picking up. So
Oh, all right, let me see if I can get... I'll call Craig's cell phone. What was that case again? Was it
For summer law?
Summer Law? That's Hey, Craig, we got North Broward down. Yeah, we tried the office, but Pat wasn't picking up. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, thanks a lot. All right, bye-bye now. All right, yeah, help is on the way. All right, let me just find it here. Summer Law.
This is actually going to be real quick. Because of
All right, Jennifer. Oh, no, Conti's down too? Well, I'm guessing they're going to reset the whole system, but, all right. Jennifer Summerlaw. Oh, wait, is she in Conti?
She's at Maine.
She's in
With
Maine.
the
Okay,
system,
Jennifer
so.
Summerlaw, please.
Jennifer? She's here present, Judge?
All right, very good. All righty, Ms. Summerlot, good morning. I'm Judge Davis. We have your attorney here on your behalf. Counsel, we can put your appearance on the record.
May it please the court, good morning, Bruce Emmett on behalf of Ms. Summerlot.
Thank you. Good morning. We also have special prosecutor from the state.
Good morning, John Paul on behalf of the state.
Very good. Ma'am, you've been charged with obtaining property over $50,000 by fraud, grand theft in the first degree, fraud, impersonating or using the ID of another without consent, and misapplying an insurance premium. Now, this was based on an arrest warrant signed by Judge Bober, who found probable cause. Any additional arguments as to probable cause?
Not as a probable cause. Judge.
Okay, all right. Now, I have to tell you, on the order that Judge Bober signed, it's pretty specific in that it says bail may only be modified by the trial judge to whom the case is assigned or the chief judge of the circuit court. So I don't know that I can do much today on the bonds.
Well, Judge, I would respectfully disagree that you don't have authority because Judge Bober cannot rewrite the rules of criminal procedure. Certainly you have the ability to make a decision if the state is unhappy with that. That can certainly appeal to whoever eventually gets assigned the judge. But the problem is we're without a judge right now assigned to the case for the way the system works. And certainly the rules provide that her bond can be set at her and reviewed at her initial appearance, which this is this morning. From a practical standpoint, there's nebia components to the bond. She's not going to be bonding out today. We're not going to have a nebia hearing in front of the court today.
Right.
All I'm concerned about is the amount of the bond. And I think the court can make a ruling. The state thinks it's a improper ruling. Certainly we can go to whoever the trial court eventually is. But I think, with all due respect, Judge Bober, I don't think he has the authority to tie your hands to consider at this point the initial appearance bond situation.
Let me hear from the state.
Your Honor, Judge Bober, he reviewed the probable cause 6-page affidavit, and I guess the state would rely on Matta versus Lamberti, which states that these orders are a legitimate method for the judge signing the warrant to set bond matters.
Yeah. I tend to agree, and I have read the Matta case. I don't believe that I have any authority at this point to change these bonds. So the bonds are going to remain in place. It's $100,000, counts 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all the requirements that Judge Bober had put in place, the nebia. Let's see, what else did he order? Full collateralization. No travel outside of Broward, Miami-Dade, or Palm Beach. Pre-trial release, level 1. No travel to any airport, seaport, interstate bus terminal, or interstate rail terminal, and passport surrender. No possession of any firearms.
Can I just complete my record?
Please.
So the court is aware. Obviously, Judge Bober's order is an ex parte order without the defendant having the opportunity to present any information to her. So essentially, what we have is an ex parte order, which we cannot, when we have our first opportunity to present it to a judicial authority, we are prevented from having the judicial authority consider our argument. This is a case which is approximately, from the probable cause affidavit, and I think it's factually correct, approximately 14 months old. There are parallel civil proceedings that have been going on for the past year. The defendant has been aware of this criminal investigation. She lives with her husband, has a 3-year-old child, has been aware that this day was going to be coming. She has stayed in the community. She has been working in the community. Her husband works in the community. Bond basically should be based on 2 factors. Risk of flight, danger to the community. She is neither of those 2. And certainly under those circumstances, the court should consider the elements of the offense, obviously, but also what is reasonable to assure her appearance in court. She has no threat to the community whatsoever. And all bond is a prediction of what's going to be future behavior. The best predictor of future behavior is current conduct. And her current conduct for the last 14 months is she stayed around, she understands the significance of the case, she understands the potential consequences of it, and she's here to face those consequences. That's what bond's all about. And the fact that she can't get in a hearing in front of a judge who has the ability to reduce the bond certainly is depriving her of her essential rights.
I appreciate your arguments. I am bound to follow the law, and the law in this case is pretty clear that I do not have the authority. The first appearance judge does not have the authority to alter these bonds. I hear your argument. I empathize with it. I'm going to have to deny the request today. So the bonds will remain. This case has not yet been assigned to a division judge?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Well, I'm going to order that the clerk's office expedite the assignment, and it's already got a case. Oh, this is the AF case numbers. I'm going to order that the clerk's office please expedite the assignment of a case number, a permanent case number, and a trial judge forthwith, and so that counsel can file any appropriate motions that he wishes before the trial judge.
Judge, excuse me, could you also order the clerk's office to notify counsel forthwith of the assignment? Because I don't want to get lost.
I'm happy to do that.
Thank you.
Happy to do that.
Yes.
All right, I'm happy to do that.
Thank
And
you,
if you want a
sir.
written order, that's okay with me, that we've got some blanks. If you want to do a short form
I
order,
will.
I'll sign it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. Well argued, well done. Both of you, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, okay, no problem. By the way, they're telling me Conti's down too. Okay, take your time, no problem. All right, so I'll pass Ms. Strobridge for now. All right, now we're still waiting on the Ranger case, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, no problem. Vernon Fishtorn?
Mr. Fishtorn is here, present judge at Maine.
All right. Mr. Fishtorn, you're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Let me ask the victim advocate if you had contact with the victim.
Yes, Your Honor. She indicated she is not here. She wants some money.
Okay. Mr. Linder, any priors, please?
Yes, Judge. One moment. 2014 domestic violence battery by strangulation and battery. There was a violation of probation in that case. I can tell you the listed victim shares the same last name as the listed victim in this case.
Okay.
Additionally, actually that's the only prior I see, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, the only thing, first, before I get into it, could you, we didn't hear what the victim advocate had to say.
The victim advocate said that she spoke to the victim. She said she's not in fear and wants contact. Correct?
Oh, beautiful.
Jill? Okay.
Thank you. And speaking with Mr. Fishhorn, Judge, he's been residing in our community for the past 17 years. He is 49 years old. He is currently employed. He works for 3M Roofing. He's been steadily employed for that company for the past 9 months. He's making approximately $17 an hour. Financially, he has no money in the bank, no property. Judge, I believe the victim and Mr. Fishhorn do reside separately. The alleged victim lives in North Lauderdale. This gentleman lives in Margate. They do share one child in common who's 4 years old. Mr. Fishhorn has regular visitation with the 4-year-old child. Judge, we'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond as to Mr. Fishhorn and sign a photo order, Judge.
And Your Honor, I apologize. There's priors out of South Carolina. I didn't see it first review.
Okay.
2002 burglary and petty larceny. There was a failure to appear in 2001. Disorderly conduct and criminal domestic violence, 1999. Burglary, petty larceny, 1999. Receiving stolen goods, that was in 92. I'm not going to go any further back than that. And, Your Honor, the only other thing, hearing that he had a somewhat recent prior for strangulation and looking at these allegations is also a cause of concern.
All right, I'm going to set a $2,500 bond in count 1. Sir, you're to have no contact with the listed victim. Stay 500 feet away from her. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, sir.
Judge, in our 2 prior requests as far as a photo order and a visitation order.
Sure, yes. You can go through a third party for the visitation, and photo orders, no problem.
Thank you, Judge.
Snedeker.
How do you pronounce your last name again? I'm sorry. Snedeker. Mr. Snedeker is here, present, Judge.
All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with domestic violence battery. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Advocate, have you had contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
No contact. Okay. Thank you. Perfect.
April 20th.
Any problems, counsel, you let me know. You contact my chambers,
Yes, attorney.
358.
Peter's-
Any issue? Sure, of course, not a problem at all. All right, sir. So there's been no contact by the victim advocate. Any priors?
He's got a pending 2015 DUI with property damage and enhanced breath with leaving the scene of an accident. In 2000, he was arrested for child neglect. Charges dropped.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, in speaking with Mr. Snedeker, he's been residing in our community for over 30 years. He's 58 years old. He's semi-retired. Financially, though, he was forced to get a job. He was working at Subway. He's making approximately $8 an hour at Subway. Financially, though, he has no money in the bank, no property. The alleged victim is his 33-year-old son. He does understand that he'll have to live separate and apart. That's not going to be a problem. His son lives in Oakland Park. He resides in Tamarack. He resides by himself. His rent is approximately $650 per month. He did serve our country. He was in the Air Force. He's a veteran. He served from 1980 to 1984. Judge, we'd ask you to consider his financial resources, strong ties to the community, and imposing a reasonable bond after count one.
All right. Sir, I'm going to set a $2,500 bond in count one, and you're to have no contact with the victim in the case. That's your son. Stay 500 feet away. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Kenneth Cruz.
Mr. Cruz, come on up, please.
All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with domestic battery by strangulation. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Linder, any priors, please?
Your Honor, he was arrested last year for aggravated battery against a pregnant victim. Same alleged victim. Charges dropped.
Okay. Mr. Romero?
Judge, Mr. Cruz has been residing in South Florida for 10 years. He's 18 years old. He's currently employed. He works at the Outback Steakhouse as a prep cook. He's been working there for about 2 months, making about $10 an hour. Financially, has no money in the bank, no property. He did attend last year Melrose High School. Unfortunately, he did drop out, and right now he's in the process of enrolling in Sheridan Tech to obtain his GED. He will be residing in a separate location. He'll be residing with his mother, who lives in Hollywood, which is next to Sheridan Tech. So it'll be easy for him to transfer back and forth to get his GED. Judge, we'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond and ask you to sign a photo order.
All right. Yes, photo order's no problem. It's going to be a $10,000 bond in count one, sir. You're to have no contact with the victim. Stay 500 feet away from her. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. You were talking while I was giving the no contact order, so I'm just going to repeat it. You can't go within 500 feet of this young woman. You can't call, text, write, email, or try to find her on social media. I just need to make sure you understand that. All right, good luck, sir. All right, we have some municipal ordinances coming up. Let me just send Mr. Shade a text. Okay. Skip that one for now. Did North Broward come back? No, still no. Okay. All right, let me see here. Landid Gol, or Gole. Is she North Broward?
North Broward, Judge.
She's North Broward. Okay, I've got to pass her for now. No, that's okay. Zaraka. Jessica Zarakis. Sorry. I had to pass it.
Not here at Maine. North Broward,
North
Judge.
Broward. All right, I've got to pass
That'd be
her as
North
well. Cecilia Martinez. Paul Ryan. Let's see if they're up. Yes, they are. Okay. Good morning, Miss Martinez. You're charged with a violation of your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you're going to see Judge Duffy March 2nd at 9 a.m. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Violation probation.
I don't know.
Do you know what page Martinez is on? Page 5.
Peggy Larson?
Ms. Larson's here at Main, Judge.
All righty. Miss Larson, you're charged with a violation of your probation or community control. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and they will set up a date and time for you to see a division judge regarding the charge. Yes, please.
Have a seat.
Okay. Very good. I put that on the booking sheet. Ruth Pinnell?
Paul Ryan, Judge.
Okay, very good.
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
All righty. Miss Pinnell, you're charged with a burglary with assault or battery and a battery. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. State?
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Scully this morning. The state is not going to be seeking a no bond hold. We're requesting bond and release conditions of $14,000 on count 1, $1,000 on count 2, no victim contact with either listed victim, pretrial release with a GPS monitor, level 2, and obviously no third-party contact either.
Judge, she's okay with the no party contact, but she's going through divorce proceedings at this juncture.
Obviously, it doesn't apply to attorneys. I'm just
Right.
She does have a place to stay separate and apart from her ex-husband. She does own the apartment. She does have money to bond out. Ma'am, can you afford the $15,000 to bond out?
Yes.
Judge, I would have no objection.
All right. So, ma'am, I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. I'll set a bond of $14,000 on count 1 and a $1,000 bond on count 2, total $15,000 bond. Pretrial release level 2 with a GPS monitor, so you're going to be on pretrial, and you're going to have to comply with their conditions. You cannot have any contact with the victim. That's Peter Scully. And you also cannot have any contact with his live-in girlfriend, that's Carola Ludier. Aside from your attorneys, you can't have any third-party contact either, so you can't call somebody and say, hey, can you call Peter for me? You've got to stay 500 feet away from them, from their residence and property. You can't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Do you understand? Okay,
Yes.
Very good. Good luck, Ms. Pinnell. Yeah, I'm not waiving the fee on that one. All right. Tammy Johnson. Oh, still not up. All right, I will pass that case. Jessica Cerna.
North Broward.
Oh, goodness.
We have Satara Barti
Okay.
at Maine.
Satara Barti.
Barti. She's approaching, Judge.
All right, Miss Barti, you're charged with a violation of your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you will see Judge Bailey on March 6th at 8:30 a.m. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to you. Anita Allen. Is that North Broward?
North
North
Broward.
Broward, all right, I've got to pass her for now.
Ranger, I think they're waiting on her attorney. That's why.
Yeah, we're waiting for the attorney on Ranger. We're just waiting for some information. Christopher Washington.
Do you have an attorney?
Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, okay.
could you handle priors for a second?
Paul Ryan, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Washington, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant. It's count 2 for a petty theft. Is he still being held on count 1? Okay. It's a $500 bond in this case, sir. Good luck to you. Vaughn Frazier.
Deputy Trapper.
Mr. Frazier's here, President Maine.
All righty. Mr. Frazier, you're being held on 6 misdemeanor warrants. And the bonds are as follows. On the first warrant, it's a $1,500 bond. On counts 2 through 6, $500 bond each. And you have a court date with your division judge March 9th, 10 a.m., and you'll be able to address all these charges, sir. All right? Good luck to you.
March 6th, March 9th at 10 a.m., okay? Go that way.
Michael Sherfius?
North Broward.
That's North Broward. Okay, I'm going to pass that
Robert
for now.
Southfield.
Jag ska inte någon
All right, Mr. Saltiel, you're being held on a very old possession of cannabis warrant. And if you would like to resolve the case today, sir, plead no contest. I will withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay some court costs. Do you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Robert Van Saltiel.
All right, Mr. Saltiel, you've been charged with possession of cannabis. You wish to plead no contest to that charge?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that by pleading no contest today, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me?
No, sir.
All right, I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will withhold adjudication, and you'll have a year to pay the court costs, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, you got it. Good luck.
All right.
Jonathan Brewington.
Yeah, go down that way.
Mr. Brewington is here present, Judge. He's wanting to know if you would consider resolving his case today.
All right, we'll take a look at it. You're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for a petty theft charge. While I'm looking at this, does he have any priors, Mr. Linder?
Checking that right now.
Which can easily cover, check can easily cover £15, that's not a problem.
Which microphone is he?
He does.
I actually don't have the problem with the money. So I was told that somehow I had to give something. I didn't quite understand that.
Shakia, can you do me a favor? Do you mind checking with Bill next door just to see the update?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not based here normally, except I basically got one person that I'm involved with, which is in the marriage.
Oh, great, thank you.
But he's now in office, and the problem is he's the one who made the accusation on me. So he would always be the person that I bring. Apart from that,
Ryan, Mike is ready to get up.
I've read the NTA. And do you find any priors?
Yes. 1 second. 2015, resisting without violence, 2 counts of criminal mischief. Theft, 08. 01, attempted murder, first degree, attempted robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon, 76 months state prison. 2000, possession of marijuana with intent to sell.
All right. So if Mr. Brewington is interested, what I would offer is that adjudication, time served, and court costs.
If he's wanting to know if you want to accept it. If you want to accept it, there is not going to be a trial, and basically it's going to be an adjudication, so it'll be a conviction. He's wanting to know if you want to accept that today. Yes, I said let the judge know.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and raise your right hand for me. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Jonathan Brewington.
Mr. Brewington, you've been charged with petty theft. How do you wish to plead to that offense? You're going to plead no contest?
No contest, sir.
All right. Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
I understand.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me?
No, sir.
All right. I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to find you guilty of the offense of petty theft. I'll sentence you to the time you've already served, and you will have 1 year to pay the court costs. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Take care.
All right, thank you. Thank you, too.
Elliot Pereira.
Mr. Pereira is here present, Judge at Maine.
All righty. Sir, you've been charged with possession of cannabis, possession of drug paraphernalia, driving with a suspended license, a second offense, and unlawful speeding. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond to be $100 on count 1, and there's no additional charge on counts 2 through 4. Go Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, Mr. Pereira is kindly requesting if you would consider an ROR on count one. He is a photographer. He does have the financial ability post bond. His money is actually in his apartment. He's a photographer. However, he lives by himself, so he can't call anybody to actually pick up the $100 from his apartment to post the cash bond. Considering this is a cannabis charge, Judge, he's been residing here for 19 years. Would you consider an ROR?
Mr. Linder, any other priors?
I have a 2012 possession of cannabis at a date.
All right. I'm noting that there's 8 license suspensions. 8 suspensions assigned to it. There's a seize tag order for his vehicle license plate.
Does it show he has a driver license or an ID?
It just says a teletype check revealed Pereira's license had 8 suspensions assigned to it. Let me see. Let me take a look at the driving record. What is that? Oh.
Judge, in the alternative, he did tell me he has $42 in property. Would you consider then, if it's not an ROR, reducing it to $25 so he can self-bond?
All right, $25 bond, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm gonna call him.
Bismarck Giron?
Jerome, come on up, please.
All
Oh,
right,
2011. Wow.
Mr. Giron, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant. This is a drug court case. Yeah, it is an old warrant. Judge Zeller had ordered no bond. What I can do is ask her if this can go on her docket today, perhaps. Well, let's see. The court date that she set was 3/2. Well, if you want to put it on recall, I'll send her a text and see if she can put this on her docket.
Okay. Never been. Okay, he's gonna call the judge right now and see what we could do to take care of this today. Okay. All right. Have a seat. The judge is gonna call the judge right now. Right there. Yeah. And Judge, one other thing I learned, Mr. Garan, this is his first offense ever. So if Mr. Lender can confirm that, maybe that might be persuasive.
What I'm doing is I'm giving Judge Zeller the case number and Mr. Giron's name and the facts.
Okay.
Let's see what she would like to do.
Okay.
And also his lack of criminal history.
Mr. Norville?
At 2771. Yeah, that's what I tried this morning already. Okay.
Okay. Let's see what Judge Zeller has to say, and we'll put that on recall. Good morning, Mr. McLawrence.
Did I get his number?
God, I have so many cases backing up here.
312?
Very good. Mr. McLawrence, I'm happy to call you up now. I just have to warn you, if your clients are in North Broward or Conti, we're down right now. So hopefully they're in the main jail. You know what, just one?
His last name is Royster.
Royster?
It looks like he's in
Royster? Are you me?
Oh, yeah, we're down.
Royster?
You know what I'll do if you want me to,
No.
for the afternoon, so you don't have to wait?
Well, he's not going to be able to resolve his case this morning anyway. He has a habeas on a felony that has a no bond hold.
Oh, okay.
That's count 2, and count 1 is the habeas on the municipal ordinance trespass.
So when we get to him, I'll let him know that I've appointed you,
Okay.
and that you'll be with him at the next hearing in division.
All right, thanks, Judge.
All right, I've signed the order.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. McLaurin. Sorry about that. And I will tell him that you were here, that you didn't forget about him.
Thank you.
All right, sure thing. I'm sorry to keep you.
No worries, Your Honor.
All right. Gosh, there's a lot of cases backed up here. Let's see. All right, that's Geron. These are the other municipals. And these are North Broward. Okay. Patrick Poirier.
Judge, I've been advised medical loan.
Okay. That'll be a reset for tomorrow morning.
Next dude is med reset.
And the next gentleman, Christopher Madden, I've been advised is a medical reset.
A medical reset, okay. Tuesday, Wednesday morning. Douglas Baxendale.
Conti, Judge.
Oh, Conti's up. Okay, that's great. That's great news. Okay.
North Broward's up too.
Whoa.
Oh, wonderful.
Hey!
I came back for you, Netherry. Came back.
All right.
Thanks, boss. I appreciate it.
That's great. All right, so Mr. Baxendale, you're charged with violating your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time, and you'll see Judge Cohen on March 6th at 9:45 a.m. Do you understand?
May I ask what the violation is, sir?
What
I've
the
been in
nature of
custody.
the violation is?
Yes, sir. I've been in custody here.
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to read that on the record. Well, I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I have the warrant here, but it's really up to both of you. If you want to look at the warrant and call him, we can do it that way, or I can read it on the record.
Is my attorney present?
All right, I have it here if you want. All right, your public defender is going to take a look, and he's going to call you over there at Conti, and he'll read it to you, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Baxendale. All right, let me go back, please, to Mr. Geron. To Bismarck Geron. All right. Judge Zeller I've spoken to Judge Zeller via text, and she's given me permission to proceed any way that I see fit, either to release you under recognizance or resolve the matter. You don't have a prior criminal history, so the choice today would be a release on recognizance to come back on another date, or the offer would be a withhold of adjudication, and you'd have a year to pay some court costs. If you want to speak to Mr. Romero for a minute, you may, but those are the options for today. But I will tell you,
Judge,
go ahead.
One clarification: if he elects ROR, can he keep his court date for March 2nd?
We can keep that, right? The March 2nd date? Yeah, we can keep that.
Thank you. Let me advise him.
Okay, no problem.
Resolve it instead.
You might not have any.
After Mr. Geron, I'm going to go back to the North Broward cases that we had to pass. Yeah.
Judge, thank you very much for giving us that opportunity
Sure.
to discuss. And speaking, Mr. Gueron, because he has no prior record, he's electing to ask for an ROR so he can go to court and potentially see if he could go through some sort of a diversion program or a drug court program to get this off his record.
Okay, so I'm going to release you on your recognizance. Sir, you must go and see Judge Zeller. Looks like we're back up. You must go and see Judge Zeller on March 2nd at 1:30 p.m. here in the main courthouse. If you do not appear, she's going to issue another warrant for your arrest, and I can tell you, she's going to tell me, Judge Davis, you can't let him out. So you must be there, okay? And
Sir, Judge, what's the courtroom number?
Does anyone know Judge Zeller's, what'd you say, 418? Let me just double check that. Not that I don't believe you. I just want to absolutely make sure. Okay, so it's 418 in this building. It's the main courthouse. Okay? All right, good luck to you, sir. Take care of
I
yourself.
wrote everything down. Make sure you go there.
Okay, thank you very much. No, it's fine. No, it happens.
It takes us a little while to get back.
I know. Don't worry. I know. Yeah. You're getting your exercise. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. We'll see you.
All right. No, thank you.
Hang around and make sure it's.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, it looks like North Broward is up. Oh, wow, this is a different view from North Broward. Okay. All right.
I look better, right, Judge?
You do. Look at you, Nethery. I like
Thank you.
it.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Appreciate it.
All right, so we're going to start with Tanya Strobridge.
I'm Miss Strobridge.
Way back on page 1, I believe.
I got them lined up in the order you should have them, Judge.
Wonderful. Thank you. All right, Ms. Strobridge, you're charged with felony domestic battery. It's a battery, a second subsequent offense. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Advocate, have you had any contact with the victim?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Linder, any priors or Kiva, any priors?
Who's this? Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Got a camera.
It's a different man.
So, guys.
Judge, I could tell you, in reference to the abuse case, she goes before Judge Gillespie she's scheduled to go before him because I think DCF is involved.
Mm-hmm.
The child's father is also going to appears before Judge Gillespie. She went to court as recently as last week, and I see that this is a not in custody affidavit. So, point being is that she does appear before court, and she does follow rules and regulations. This date of incident, I think, was in October or September of last year, and she was recently pulled over and arrested. Other than that, I'm not here to argue probable cause. I just want to tell you that she does go to court. Judge, she's a resident of Broward County for 30 years. She's 8 months pregnant now. She works at Checkers. She resides with her dad, who resides in Deerfield Beach. The most she can afford is $200 for bonds because a lot of she helps her dad with rent, and that her hours at Checkers have been cut because she's in the 8th month of her pregnancy. I would ask the court, in light of the fact this incident happened back in September, would the court set a $1,500 bond in the case?
$1,500 is a little bit low. I will set a $2,500 bond. You're going to have no contact with the alleged victim, ma'am. You can't call.
Oh, I don't contact him, and it was
Ma'am. The judge said at 25. That's about, if you go through a bondsman, normally that's $250. Okay.
Okay.
Judge, she goes to court for dependency. I mean, I don't want her being in violation if they're in the same courtroom together for that for the dependency case. Is that okay? That
Court is fine.
okay.
But if they're sitting in the courthouse together, they're going to have to stay away from each other within the courthouse. I'll make that 25 feet. But otherwise, you're going to have to stay 500 feet away from the gentleman. Don't call him, text, write, email, or try to find him on social media. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck to you, ma'am. All right. I don't want to lose Mr. Shate, who's ready for those 3 municipal ordinances, so let me do those real quick. And the first one's going to be Dina Amelina.
Come on, Dina. North Broward, Your Honor. Let's let your lawyer do the talking. All right.
What about
You have a lawyer.
Hey, Mr. Shea, good morning. I got 3 for you this morning. Okay. Starting with Dina Amelina. Ms. Amelina, you've been charged with a violation of a municipal ordinance out of the city of Hallandale. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shade. The violation charge is possession of an open container of alcohol. In the probable cause affidavit, it notes that you've been previously warned multiple times in reference to the same type of incident. Let me ask you, state, if she has any priors, 878146.
Your Honor, she has no priors.
All right. In light that you have no priors, and this is your first arrest on this charge, I will offer you what's called a withhold of adjudication if you want to plead no contest. And you'll have a year to pay some court costs. I will caution you that if you're arrested for this type of offense, again, the consequences would be more serious, potentially. Do you understand that? All right. Do you want to take a plea today? To no contest?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and raise your right hand for me.
Who is this?
The other hand. That's your left hand. There you go. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
You got to say yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Ms. Amelina, do you understand everything that I've said today?
Honestly, I need a Russian interpreter. I'm so sorry, but
Okay. All right. Next time, okay. Let's see if we can get
but
it
I understand. But I understood everything you said. If it's gonna happen again, I'm gonna have more serious charges. But you gave me like a year to pay my charges, right?
Right.
Yes, I understood. I agree with that. Thank you.
Okay. Well, Mr. Shade, Ms. Amelina, you live in a, where do you live? You live in a house, an apartment?
I rent a room in the house for 2 weeks. I'm from New York, actually, but whatever if you give me another court date, I'll come to Miami for another court date or whatever. I'll pay for this ticket.
Mr. Shade, let me fill you in a little bit. So Miss Amelina's English is so-so. It's going to take 24 hours at least to get a Russian interpreter. I understand everything. The main things I understood. Okay, all right. I just have to tell your attorney these things on the record to make sure that everything is clear. And I'm talking right now to your attorney who's on the phone. His name is Steve Shade, and he handles these types of cases. So, Mr. Shade, again, she is telling me that she understands the main points of a withhold plea, but that her primary language is Russian. She is from New York. I could ROR her, but I think that would necessitate her having to pay money for a plane ticket to come back to Florida for an open container case.
Okay, yeah, I'd much rather not have to do that.
Are you comfortable with me proceeding with a no contest withhold plea today?
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
She does understand, and when she spoke back to you, she spoke in proper English. So
Yes. Okay. All right, so Miss Amelina, go ahead and raise your right hand.
Right hand.
The other one, there you go, there you go. Do you swear or affirm that you'll tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your name, please.
Dina Amelina.
All right, Miss Amelina, you've been charged with drinking in public. Do you wish to plead no contest to that charge? Just tell me yes or no out loud. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes.
And are you under the influence today of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medications that would make it hard for you to understand me?
No.
Okay. I'm going to find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'll withhold adjudication. You'll have a year to pay the $38 court costs. Do you understand that?
I understand.
All right. All right.
Yes.
Good luck to you, Miss Amelina. You'll be released today. The case is over with.
Thank you.
All right. There you go. Next would be Robin Humphrey.
We're done. We'll go home.
You can come on through if you come on through. Go ahead. No problem.
Robin Humphrey.
We're ready.
Are you ready to roll?
Yeah.
All right. I got 2 quick municipals. It's not going to take me long.
Thank you.
All right, here's Miss Humphreys at North Broward, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Miss Humphrey, good afternoon. You're being held on 2 misdemeanor warrants for loitering for the purposes of prostitution. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you free of charge. His name is Stephen Shate, and he will be with you at the next hearing. Mr. Shade, it's a $100 bond on count 1 and a $200 bond on count 2. Both charges are loitering for the purpose. All right? Mr. Shade will meet you, and he will instruct you how to proceed. Good luck to you. Thank you. And the last case is Tracy Cassell.
Tracy Cassell. North Broward again, Your Honor.
All righty.
Good morning.
All right, Ms. Cassell, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for carrying an open container of alcohol. I'm going to appoint an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shate. This comes out of Pompano Beach. And Ms. Cassell, if you want to plead no contest to the charge, I'll withhold adjudication, and you'll have a year to pay some court costs. You want to do that?
And I'll get out today, yes.
You will. The case will be resolved today. Go ahead and raise your right hand for me. You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, put your hand down and tell me your full name, please.
Tracy Ann Cassell.
Ms. Cassell, you've been charged with possession of an open container of alcohol. Do you wish to plead no contest to that charge?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me? Okay.
No.
I'll find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I'm going to withhold adjudication, and you'll have a year to pay those court costs, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good luck
thank
to you. Case is resolved. You'll be released today.
Okay.
Take care of yourself. All right, Steve. Thank you so much. Have a good day, and I'll call you this afternoon if I need you.
Thanks, Judge. Take care.
All righty. Bye-bye. All right. Thank you for your patience.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll call the case of Michaela Ranger.
Page 8 of the Honor Docket, Sean Kochi on behalf of Michaela Ranger.
Very good.
We reached a negotiated bond, Your Honor.
Wonderful.
Bond.
Your Honor, assuming to file charges, I assume the court finds probable cause.
Yes, I will find probable cause for the charges of burglary with assault or battery and a battery.
Your Honor, both parties are, as long as it's okay with the court, are agreeing to bonds limit at $6,500 on count 1, $1,000 on count 2. No contact with the alleged victim, Ophelia Dussard, and any of her children, any family members. This will include direct or indirect contact. If you could just, so there's no confusion, explain that to Ms. Ranger what that means. And Your Honor, I just want to put on the record, Ms. Ranger has no criminal history. I spoke with Ms. Dussard this morning. She is okay with Ms. Ranger receiving a bond with no victim contact. And these are the, and I would note this allegedly occurred in October, I believe, of last year, and these were the factors I took into consideration, not seeking no bond.
All right. Counsel, was comfortable with that? All right. So, Ms. Ranger, it's going to be a total of $7,500 bond. You're to have no contact with the alleged victim or her children. Stay 500 feet away from her. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. And you also can't have any third-party contact, which would mean you can't have someone contact them on your behalf, except for your attorney if there's some sort of plea negotiations, things like that. Do you understand what that means?
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Ranger. Thank you, counsel. Thanks for your patience. All right. No third party. All right. Lendid Gole.
Thank you. Sorry.
North Broward, Your Honor.
All righty. All right, good morning, ma'am. You're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for petty theft, and you've got an out-of-county misdemeanor hold for a violation of probation. The bond on the petty theft is $500. On the out-of-county St. Lucie hold, there's no bond, and you will see the division judge here in Broward on March 2nd, 11 a.m. to address that charge. Good luck to you, ma'am. Jessica Zarakis.
Come on.
All right, Ms. Zarakis, you're being held on a...
No, Your Honor.
Yes.
Zarakis bonded.
She bonded. Oh, okay, very good. All right.
Kelly bonded.
Kelly?
Yep, that should be your next one.
The next one I had was Tammy Johnson.
You won't have paperwork anyways. It says bond.
Oh,
okay.
I don't have paperwork on Kelly. Okay.
Okay, and how about Anita Allen? Did you have paperwork on her?
I do, yeah.
She's a med reset. Come on in, Miss Johnson.
Alan is a mid reset. Okay.
Nice.
And here's
Tomorrow
Miss
morning.
Tammy Johnson.
Okay, great. Wednesday. AM. Okay, Miss Johnson, good morning. You're charged with possession of cocaine, resisting an officer without violence, tampering with evidence, and 2 misdemeanor warrants for trespass. I'll find probable cause, ma'am. And the bonds will be $1,000 on count 1, $100 on count 2, $1,000 on count 3, and $500 each on counts 4 and 5. All right. Good luck to you.
Okay,
Good luck to you, Miss Johnson. Take care. Jessica Cerna.
That should be my last female in North Broward.
Okay. Very good. All right, Miss Cerna, you're charged with petty theft, battery on an officer, trafficking in counterfeit credit cards, possession of 2 or more counterfeit credit cards, and fraudulent use of an ID of another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 counts, and illegal use of a credit card for more than $100. I'll find probable cause for these offenses. Does Ms. Cerna have any priors?
One moment, Judge. I'm showing, I believe, a pending possession of marijuana and DWS from last year. Yeah. I think there's a warrant showing. She had a possession of marijuana out of New York from 08 that she violated probation. I'm sorry, that was out of the state of Texas. Oh, you think she might be on probation for the, yeah.
The misdemeanor? Here in Broward? Which misdemeanor? The pay
She
theft?
had a 2016 possession of marijuana. She might be on probation.
Oh, that's on
Yeah, that
probation,
was at a
okay.
drug court. She had a possession of marijuana 2015 in Broward. She pled out. And there's possession of marijuana out of date from 2015 that I'm showing still has no resolution.
Got it. All right. Well, this may affect your probation, Ms. Cerna. I don't know. That will really be up to Judge Zeller. Mr. Afzal?
Judge, I could tell you that she's a resident of Sunrise, Florida for 2 years. She currently lives in an apartment. She lives there by herself. Rent is about $450. She's gainfully employed at Bimini Bay Bar, where she works as a bartender. She makes $300 to $400 a week. As of now, she has about $700 in her bank account. Bonds currently set are not a bond that she can afford. I would ask the court to maybe ROR some counts.
All right. I'm going to set a $1,000 bond on count 2, and all the other bonds are going to remain in place. So it's $100 on count 1, $1,000 on 2, $5,000 on 3, $1,000 on 4 through 11. Good luck to you, ma'am. Michael Schrafius.
Michael, come on. North Broward again, Your Honor.
All right.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with trespassing. I'm going to find probable cause for that offense. Does he have any priors?
Checking that right now.
Okay.
As far as Broward, from what I can see, he was ROR'd. He was arrested on January 20th on a resisting without violence and trespass, State Road 7 in Hollywood. And he also had a capias on a possession of marijuana that he was ROR'd.
All right. Mr. Afzal?
I didn't get an opportunity to speak with him, Judge. I have no objection if the court wants to inquire.
Well, I'm based on the priors. I'm going to keep the $25 bond in place, sir, and you will see your division judge soon. All right? Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All righty. Albert?
Judge Davis?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor? Could you take one at a turn? Mr. Helton, he's on page 25 of the docket.
Sure.
Come on, Mr. Helton.
Mr. Helton?
Yeah, come on in. Just stand here.
All right. All right,
No, Michael, you're going to go back to the cell.
Mr. Helton, you're charged with possession of cocaine, sir. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense, and bond will be set at $1,000, sir. Good luck to you. Albert Rios.
He's a medical reset.
Medical researcher. Wednesday morning. Terry Andrews. Oh, okay, great.
He's here, President Main Judge.
Very good. All right, Mr. Andrews, good morning. You're charged with driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, disobeying a traffic device, and 2 counts of violating your probation or community control. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Bond on count 1 is $500. There's no monetary charge on count 2, and the violations of probation carry no bond holds. So on those charges for today, you're going to be held without bond. So folks, who's here for Mr. Andrews? All right. So ladies, he's not going to be able to be released from jail today. However, Mr. Andrews has a hearing coming up with his judge, that's Judge Usan, on March 6th at 9. That's when they're going to address the violations of probation. If you want to be at that hearing, that's going to be an important one. So March 6th, 9 o'clock. Okay? That's going to be in the north wing of this courthouse. Right, Judge Usan's the north wing? 7780? Okay. All right. Mr. Andrews, you will see Judge Usan in a few days to address those charges. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
They changed it, yeah, CF10B, yeah, they changed it. All right, ladies, thank you for coming in. Joseph Reyes.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay.
Come on, Mr. Reyes. Come on and stand on the X.
All right, Mr.
Judge
Reyes.
Davis, you...
I'm sorry, go ahead. What were you going to say?
You also skipped a Patrick Poirier, but I just wanted to let you know he's out on loan. He was supposed to be at North Broward too, but he's out on loan.
Oh, I skipped him?
No, I think we did that already.
Oh, we
you did it when the video was off? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Reyes, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for petty theft, and you've been charged with grand theft. I'm going to find probable cause for the new offense. Bond on count 1 is $500. Bond on count 2 is $1,000.
And sir, I just got off the phone with Amber. She said Janice knows that you're in custody and they're working on bonding you out of jail.
Okay, thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right,
Jonathan
thank you.
Davis.
He's here, President Main Judge.
All right. I think this might have been a misbook, Mr. Linder, on count 2. Is that a strong arm?
No, it says he picked up, he armed himself with the glass shard from a broken glass door and threatened to cut the victims.
Oh, maybe I missed that.
In the last paragraph.
Oh, I see. A glass shard from the broken glass door. No, okay. Never mind. All right, Mr. Davis, you're charged with a burglary of an unoccupied conveyance and robbery with a weapon. I will find probable cause for those charges. Does Mr. Davis have any priors?
Yes, Judge. Grand theft out of North Miami, 2011. Trespass, Miami-Dade, 07. Criminal mischief out of Dade, 07. Loitering or prowling, 07. Theft, 03. Criminal mischief. Burglary of a structure, 02. End of record.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, he's 35 years old. He's been living in South Florida for approximately 20 years. He works in construction, making about $10 an hour. He's been doing that for the past 3 months. He lives in Hollywood with a roommate. They share the rental expenses. His share is about $350 a month. Financially has no money and make no property. We'd ask you to set a reasonable bond and also ask you to sign a photo order.
All right. All right, so I'm going to set a $3,500 bond on count 1 and a $7,500 bond on count 2. You're to have no contact with the alleged victims in the case. Stay 500 feet away. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck, sir. Alejandro Medina Vasquez.
Here present, Judge.
All right. Good morning, sir. You're charged with a strong arm robbery, and you're being held on 4 misdemeanor warrants. Those are 3 violations of a municipal ordinance of Pembroke Pines, carrying an open container, and 1 possession of cannabis charge. That's a state charge. On the municipal ordinance charges, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. His name is Stephen Shate, and he'll be with you at the next hearing on those charges. And I'll find probable cause for the new offense. Bonds on the capiases on the warrants, $100 counts 2 and 3, $500 count 4, and $100 count 5. Aside from these capiases, are there any other priors?
Possession of marijuana, 2014. Theft, 2012.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, he's been residing here his whole life. He's 29 years old. At this time, he's unemployed. He's looking for work. He was previously working in landscaping, making approximately $12 an hour. He lives in Hollywood. His brother, he lives with his brother. No money in the bank, no property.
All right. Sir, I'm going to set a $3,500 bond on count 1, and I've already read the bonds for the warrants. You're going to have no contact with the alleged victims, sir. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Stay 500 feet away at least. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Good luck to you. Jesse Simpson. Mr. Simpson, you're charged with possession of cocaine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and 4 felony warrants. I'm going to find probable cause. Bond on count 1 will be $1,000. There's no monetary charge on count 2, and there's no bond for the warrants. You will have a date soon to see your division judge to address those. Excuse me. Good luck to you, sir. Addison Chi.
Mr. Chi?
Mr. Chi, you're charged with violating your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time. You'll see Judge Cohen on March 6th at 9:45 a.m. to address the charges. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Come on, Roy.
John Royster.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Okay. All righty. Mr. Royster, you're being held on a misdemeanor warrant for a violation of a municipal ordinance, and you're being held on a felony warrant. On the municipal ordinance case, I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. That's Jarrah McLawrence.
Yeah, I know.
He will be here with you at the next hearing. He was here earlier. He did not forget about you. That's a $250 bond. And the felony warrant, there is a no bond hold on that case. You have 2 court dates coming up. On the felony, March 3rd at 8:30. On the misdemeanor, March 6th at 1:30. All right, good luck to you, sir. Rashid Harris.
Mr. Harris is here present at Main, Judge.
All right. Mr. Harris, you're charged with grand theft auto, displaying another's driver's license, operating a motor vehicle with an expired license, and failure to use due care. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Bond on count 1 will be $1,000 and no monetary charge on the additional counts. Good luck.
Judge,
Yes.
Mr. Harris has asked me if you would consider releasing him on standard pretrial. He lives in Oakland Park. He rents a room for about $600 a month. He works at the racetrack on Broward Boulevard at a gas station in customer service.
I think he's got a friend who's going to post his bond.
Oh.
Is that right?
You have a friend that's going to post your bond?
Is somebody doing it?
Is someone doing it?
Is that what he told pretrial or someone else called?
On top of that, Your Honor, 2015 burglary of a conveyance. He violated probation, was sentenced to just under 16 months state prison.
Okay.
And more
All right.
priors than that.
I'm gonna keep the bond in place, sir. $1,000. Good luck. Avery Rodriguez.
Mr. Rodriguez, here present. He declined to serve as public defender.
All right, and Mr. Rodriguez, you're charged with a robbery, resisting an officer without violence, and you've got juvenile court holds, 6 counts signed by Judge Williams. I'm going to find probable cause for the new offenses. I see what he's being held on, the priors, so there's no need to read them on the record. They are similar type offenses. I'm going to set a $10,000 bond on count 1, sir. There's no monetary charge on count 2 and no bond on the juvenile charges. They will bring you to see Judge Williams. You're to have no contact with the alleged victims. Don't call, text, write, email, or try to find them on social media. Stay 500 feet away at least. Do you understand, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you. Antonio Prisha.
Mr. Prisha, come on up, please.
All right, good morning, sir. You're charged with violating your felony probation. You're going to be held without bond at this time. You'll see Judge Cohen on March 7th at 9:45 a.m. to address the charges. Good luck. Juan Ayala.
Mr. Ayala. Oh, Judge, we need a Spanish interpreter.
Sure, we will contact one. Thank you.
Toma asiento, por favor.
Juan Gonzalez.
Mr. Gonzalez, come on up, please.
Mr. Gonzalez, you're charged with possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. I'll find probable cause. Bond on count 1 will be $1,000, and there's no charge on count 2, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Scott Rose.
Thank you. Bye.
Judge, I've been advised he declined to serve as public defender. He has private counsel.
Okay.
Mr. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. All right. I will try.
I believe out of Dade County.
Dade County. Okay. Let me see if I can find his phone number here.
He's flipped out. I don't know. He does his own thing. He's going to get caught and get in trouble.
So you got 4 people left. Just do it.
He's going to get caught by Ms. Evans for getting himself in trouble. He grabbed paperwork and everything, and then he went because there's nobody here and he can sign paperwork for.
This one? Open the lab there! Oh, no, E2C1. 22C2. There's no mic in
I think it's M-I-E-R-S, Judge.
M-I-E-R-S? Okay, thank you.
I think
That's helpful. M-I-E-R-S.
And the S may or may not be there, I'm not sure on that.
All right, let's see here.
Myers.
And you said he's out of Miami?
Yes, sir.
There's just a lot. It's a kind of a common. Let me see. Let me try this. Michael M-I-E-R-S. Miami.
What's you looking like at that
Oh, I think I found him.
Great.
I think I found him.
Yeah, it's only 2. Yeah, you just go down. Put in my hair. Yeah. Oh, okay.
100 North Biscayne Boulevard in Miami. I think this is him. Could it be Michael M-I-R-E-R?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Let me give them a call.
Thank you for calling Law Office of Michael Meyer. If you are a new client looking to speak with an attorney, please press 1. If you are an existing client, please press 2. For all other matters, please press 3.
I guess I'm an existing client.
Office.
Yes, good morning. This is Judge Michael Davis, Broward County Courthouse. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm here at a first appearance hearing in Broward with a gentleman named Scott Rose, who is informing that he has hired Mr. Meyer to represent him on this charge. There wouldn't have been much notice of this hearing. I'm not upset with Mr. Meyer for not being here. He probably doesn't even know about it. But do you happen to know if he's available?
Okay, say your name again, please.
Judge Michael Davis, Broward County.
Okay, one moment, please.
Thanks so much. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
I just tried calling him and he's not picking up. He must be in court. Can I have him, is there a number I could call you back?
Why don't you have him call the prosecutor? I'll reset this matter for 1:30, and he'll see what he wants to do. I'll give you the prosecutor is Eric Linder.
Now part of the transcript, if you could just order that be redacted
All
from the
right,
record.
well, I'll order that Mr. Linder's telephone number please be redacted from the record. Mr. Rose, I'm going to reset your case for 1:30. I've left a telephone message with Mr. Meyer, and he'll contact the prosecutor. Hopefully he can be with us in the afternoon, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, good luck, sir.
You'll be brought back.
Tommy Allen?
Mr. Allen's here present, Judge?
All righty. Mr. Allen, you're charged with 3 counts of grand theft, sir. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses.
I'm currently being supervised by pretrial services in case 08-18784 CF10A. We're going to access pretrial tax.
All right.
Notice your BCCN number.
His VCCN is
94.
Oh, 94. Okay. All right, Mr. Allen, I am going to revoke your pretrial release in case 08-018784 CF10A. You're going to be held without bond on that charge, and you will see your division judge. In this case, yes.
Mr. Allen's a little bit confused as far as these not-in-custody cases. He's wondering as far as the dates of incidents. I see there's 2 different case numbers. And also he's wanting to know the alleged victims.
It's August and September of 2016.
Right.
And they were both Lowe's department stores, one in Oakland Park, the other in Coral Springs.
The dates was August 2015 for both cases?
August and September.
August and September 2015.
All right.
What was 2014?
That was when he was placed on pretrial.
Oh, he was placed on pretrial for the OA case in 2014. And the alleged victims, is it department store? Is it like a Publix, Macy's, or?
I think you said, Mr. Linder, right? Lowe's.
We didn't hear. Oh, Lowe's. Judge, Mr. Allen is asking if you would consider not revoking his pretrial release status on the 08 case. There are less restrictive options. If he was not placed on house arrest, we would be asking you to consider placing him in house arrest rather than at this time totally revoking his release conditions on the 08 case.
I am going to revoke the release conditions, sir, and it's going to be a total $3,000 bond on the new case. Good luck to you. Roger Plank. Hello, Mr. Plank. Good morning. You're charged with possession of fentanyl. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense, and bond will be $1,000, sir. Good luck to you.
Don't worry about it.
Michael Agnello.
Judge, one quick word.
Yes.
In speaking to Mr. Plank, if the state can confirm, he believes his last incident or his last arrest was back about almost 10 years ago. Right now, he's been living in South Florida for about 50 years. He does side work and maintenance, doesn't have that much disposable income to post bond. Considering this is a non-violent offense, financially, he has no sort of resources to post his bond. Would you consider pre-trial release? He does rent a room in Dade County, so we'd be asking you to consider standard pretrial for Mr. Plank.
Okay. He refused to be interviewed by pretrial release. I'm going to keep the bond at $1,000. Good luck, sir. Michael Agnello.
Mr. Agnello, come on up, please.
Mr. Agnello, you're charged with violating your felony probation. Your bond is set at $5,000, and you're going to see Judge Merrigan on March 2nd, 8:45 a.m. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
James Norville.
Mr. Norville, come on up, please.
All righty. Mr. Norville, you're charged with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Does he have any priors?
One moment, Judge. Yes. Yes. Oh, yeah? An 03 pled out a burglary to a trespass. I'm being told out of Dade. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's got, he's classified as a habitual offender by FDLE. He was arrested in March of last year in Dade for burglary of a conveyance. I have no disposition indicating it's still pending. 2014 out of date burglary conveyance. Failures to appear 2014. Yeah, 2004 attempted murder with a firearm out of Dade with aggravated assault with a firearm, possession of firearm by convicted felon or adjudicated delinquent, violation of domestic violence injunction, another kind of ag assault firearm, aggravated battery by a prisoner, another kind of ag assault with a firearm or deadly weapon, unlawful use of false name ID, resisting without violence, 03 out of Hollywood, grand theft auto, Berg structure conveyance, 02 out of Tallahassee with a criminal mischief. End of record.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, in speaking with Mr. Norville, he's been residing in South Florida his whole life. He is 32 years old. He's currently employed. He works at a company called Coastal Construction. He's been working with that company now for about 1 year. He makes $14 an hour, no money in the bank, no property. His whole paycheck goes to providing for his household. He has 4 children, ages 14, 13, 12, and 2. He is the primary residential parent. All 4 kids live with him. When he's working, his mother, the children's grandmother, actually helps take care of them, and then he comes home and basically helps them and stays with them and provides for them. The birth mother has limited visitation. She does not help in any sort of financial support. We'd be asking you to set a reasonable bond considering his ties to community and his financial circumstances, Judge.
All right. Sir, I'm going to set a $5,000 bond and order that you have no contact with the alleged victim, sir. Stay at least 500 feet away. Good luck to you. John Ray Archibald.
Mr. Archibald, come on up, please.
Mr. Archibald, you're charged with petty theft in the second degree, a third or subsequent offense, and trespassing in an occupied structure or conveyance. I'll find probable cause for the offenses. Bond on count 1 will be $750, and there's no monetary charge on count 2, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Alrighty. Edward Coleman.
If Edward Coleman's over there, just pass
He's
it along
still
at this
on
point. We're just passing it along then.
Out on loan still? Okay. So this will be a medical reset.
It's not there? All right, I'll probably pass it along.
Wednesday
then.
morning, yeah. Raymond Golding.
Conti, Your Honor.
Raymond Golding, is he here? Or
He's
no?
in Conti.
Conti? Oh, Conti.
All right.
Here,
Mr. Golding, you're charged with burglary of an unoccupied conveyance unarmed.
here's the problem we have, Your Honor.
Yes.
He was first arrested for armed burglary. Judge DiPietro held him no bond. He was arraigned February 23rd in front of Judge Robinson.
What did Judge Robinson do?
Had his arraignment.
No, I'm sorry. He was arraigned on the charge of what? Armed burglary or burglary?
No, burglary
of an
conveyance.
unoccupied conveyance.
Burglary conveyance.
And Judge Robinson didn't do anything on the bond?
No, I don't know. I don't know if it was brought to his attention that he's being held no bond on count 1. What I can do is contact the lead in Judge Robinson's division.
Well, Judge, the issue is this then. Now, if we're going from armed burglary to a third degree burglary, every minute that he's sitting without a bond is an illegal detention, unless that's. And now, if we're going to try to set it before, I would ask the court to set a reasonable bond in the case.
So it's either I'm going to set the bond this morning or Judge Robinson's going to hear it on his calendar this morning. Those are the only options.
Right. I mean, he needs a bond today.
You want to call the lead over there and see if Judge Robinson will hear it this morning, that's fine. If not, I'll set it now.
He's in contact.
Oh, he's in contact.
But, Your Honor, I would at least ask for an opportunity to relay this to the lead, to relay to Judge Robinson, because at the end of the day, if Judge Robinson says, well, I understand, I want to set his bond and I'll, either set it this afternoon, tomorrow, whenever, it's still his case. And I believe if he says he has no problem with the court setting a bond, then I would agree. That's not a problem. But I think this at least has to be brought to Judge Robinson's attention.
Yeah, we can do that, or I'll just, I don't have Judge Robinson's cell phone number. I'll see if Karen can get in touch with us. Maybe they can call him on the bench. Hey, it's me. Do you think you can get me in touch with Judge Robinson, Michael Robinson? Okay, all right, thanks. I've got one of his... Yeah, if he could call me on the bench or he can text me on his cell phone, it's pretty important. It's on one of his defendants that I've got in front of me right now. Okay. His name is Raymond Golding. Okay. All right. Okay. You know my number on the bench, right? Yes, that's the one. Okay. Thanks. Bye. All right. Let me call your case back in just a couple of minutes, sir.
Just have a seat.
All right. Thank you.
And Juan Ayala. All right. Very good.
Mr. Ayala is here, President Maine.
Good. All right, Madam Interpreter, let me just have you raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to translate accurately from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability?
I do. Nancy Jervis, Jervis, federally certified interpreter.
Very good. All right, Mr. Ayala.
Bien, señor Ayala.
You're charged with driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, a second offense.
Usted está acusado de haber conducido bajo los efectos de alcohol o drogas. Es el segundo delito.
Driving under the influence with damage to property or person of another.
Conducir y causar bajo los efectos y haber causado daños a la propiedad de terceros.
4 counts.
4 cargos.
Resisting an officer without violence.
Resistir a la autoridad sin violencia.
Fleeing with disregard to safety of persons or property.
Huir haciendo caso omiso a la seguridad de las personas o la propiedad.
And refusal to submit to a DUI test.
Y haberse rehusado someterse a una prueba de DUI.
I'm going to find probable cause for these offenses, sir.
Determino que hay motivo fundado por estos delitos, señor.
I'm sorry, there's a page 2. Let me continue.
Perdóneme, hay una segunda página, déjeme continuar.
You're also charged with reckless driving,
También está usted acusado de conducir irresponsablemente,
leaving the scene of a crash involving damage to property,
huir de un lugar de un accidente en el cual se causó daños a la propiedad,
driving with a suspended license,
haber conducido con la licencia suspendida,
failing to yield while turning left,
no haber cedido el paso al curvar a la izquierda
and failing to use due care,
y no haber utilizado el cuidado debido,
and a violation of your probation or community control.
y un quebrantamiento de su régimen probatorio o control comunitario.
I'll find probable cause for all offenses.
Determino que hay motivo fundado para detenerlo por todos los delitos.
Does he have any priors, Mr. Linder?
Antecedentes fiscal.
Yes, Your Honor. And the state's going to be seeking a significant bond increase on his
Y la
top count of
fiscal-
DUI.
sí, the interpreter needs time to interpret. Sí, y la fiscalía va a estar buscando que se le asigne una fianza muy alta por este caso,
A significant bond increase
un aumento significativo
on the fleeing
por la huida,
with disregard of safety,
hacer caso omiso a la seguridad,
persons or property,
a las personas o a la propiedad,
and the DWLS.
y el DWS.
It doesn't show on the booking, Your Honor,
No indica aquí en la ficha de ingreso, señoría, de que
but the case he's on probation.
de que el caso está, pero el caso está en probatoria.
He's actually on probation for DUI.
Y de
Not
hecho él estaba
DWLS.
Oh,
en
not
probatoria
DWLS.
por manejar bajo los efectos del alcohol o drogas.
He pled out the
Huir.
DWLS, but he wasn't placed on probation for that charge.
Okay.
Él resolvió con declaratoria el DWLS, pero no se lo puso en probatoria por ese caso.
Just going by his prior DUI,
Solamente basándonos en su DUI anterior,
which he just pled out 3 months ago,
que recién presentó declaratoria hace 3 meses,
and these allegations,
lo que se alega aquí,
where he is now, according to this, injured people while driving under the influence,
en el cual, según esto, ha causado lesiones a otras personas mientras manejaba bajo el influjo,
and then attempted to flee from the scene
y después intentó huir del lugar de los hechos
and flee law enforcement.
y huir de la policía.
Mr. Ia poses a risk to all drivers in the county,
El señor Ayala es un riesgo para todos los conductores del condado.
and I do have a concern about his future appearance in court.
Y me preocupa también de que se vaya a presentar a futuro en el tribunal.
All right, let me hear from Mr. Romero, please. And I will tell you, Judge Robinson should be calling me very shortly.
Déjeme primero oírle al señor Romero y le digo que el señor Robinson le va a estar llamando muy pronto
On Mr. Golding's case.
por el caso del señor Golden.
I may have to take just a short break in the middle of this hearing when he calls.
Quizás tenga yo que hacer una breve pausa en esta audiencia si es que él me llama.
In the meantime, please proceed, Mr. Romero. Thank you.
Mientras tanto, por favor, proceda, señor Romero.
Judge, Mr. Ayala is 38 years old.
Señoría, el señor Ayala tiene 38 años de edad.
He's been living in our community for about 20 years now.
Él ha estado viviendo en nuestra comunidad como alrededor de 20 años.
He works in construction, making approximately $10 an hour.
Él trabaja en la construcción ganando aproximadamente $10 por hora.
Financially, he has $100 in the bank and owns no property.
Financieramente, él tiene como $100 en el banco y no posee ningún bien raíz.
He lives in Hallandale with his wife.
Vive en Hallandale con su señora.
Their monthly rent in their apartment is about $800 per month.
El costo del alquiler mensual es alrededor de $800 por mes.
He's been married now for about 2 years.
Ha estado casado como 2 años.
His wife is a stay-at-home wife, does not work, so they have limited sort of financial resources into posting a high monetary bond.
Su señora es ama de casa, no trabaja, entonces se les dificulta el pagar una fianza alta.
Judge, we'd be asking you to take into account Mr. Ayala's financial resources and pose a reasonable bond.
Señor juez, estaríamos pidiendo que usted tome en cuenta los recursos limitados del señor Ayala y que le fije una fianza razonable.
All right. On count one, I'll set a $5,000 bond.
Por el primer cargo, les fijo una fianza de $5,000.
On counts 2 through 5, $1,000 each.
Del 2 al 5, $1,000 cada uno.
No monetary charge on count 6.
No hay costo monetario por el sexto cargo.
$5,000 bond on count 7.
$5,000 por el séptimo cargo.
There's no monetary charge on count 8 through 13.
Y del 8 al 13 no hay no hay fianza monetaria.
Your Honor, and even though that there's no bond attached at this point with regard to count 11 because of the administrative order structure.
Señoría, aunque ahora no hay un costo monetario a la fianza por el cargo 1/10, por el reglamento actual, orden administrativa.
I would ask that a bond be placed on count 11.
Pediría que se fije una fianza por el cargo 1/10.
I believe it is appropriate considering
Me parece que sería apropiado tomando en cuenta que
he was driving on a suspended license for his last DUI.
Que él estaba conduciendo con la licencia suspendida por su último DUI.
And is now driving while his license is suspended because of his DUI in this instance.
Y que ahora estaba conduciendo con la licencia suspendida por el DUI anterior.
All right, I'll set a $1,000 bond on count 11.
Bien, fijaré una fianza de $1,000 por el 1/10 cargo.
Now, there's no bond on count 14. That's the probation violation.
No hay fianza por el cargo 14, que es la violación del régimen probatorio.
I'm placing you on pre-trial release.
Le voy a poner a usted en el excarcelamiento previo al juicio.
You're going to wear a TAD monitor,
Va a llevar puesto un monitor TAD
which will monitor whether or not you've had a drink,
que monitoreará si es que usted ha consumido un trago,
and you'll submit to random testing as well.
y se le someterá a pruebas al azar también.
And you may not drive or operate a motor vehicle or other conveyance.
Y no puede usted conducir o operar ningún vehículo motorizado o otro.
Or other type of, such as a motorcycle or a moped, anything like that.
Como un motocicleta o un moped.
Yeah. Yeah. Always the fee.
El juez no le va a cobrar por el TAD.
You have a court.
Judge, also, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Could you sign a photo order?
Yes.
Van a firmar una orden.
Yeah, it's on recall.
You have a court date coming up on March 6th
Tiene usted una vista judicial el 6 de marzo
at 1:30
a la 1:30
with Judge Hurley
con el juez Hurley
to address the violation of probation.
para ventilar la violación de probatoria.
Good luck, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
All right. And there's a perfection for...
Your Honor,
Judge, Mr. Golding, he has Valerie Small Williams. That's what he relayed to me.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Well,
Excuse me.
Oh, no, we're done with that case. Next case, we're all done. Thank you so much. Thanks. Nice to see you.
Your Honor, one moment if I could.
And Emily Ashbis?
He doesn't necessarily have Miss Small Williams. Miss Small Williams is court appointed on his pending case.
Hold on, Your Honor.
That doesn't necessarily mean she would be appointed in this case.
Well, let me hear from from Judge Robinson, and then we'll go
Well,
ahead.
the only other thing, that's what I was going to bring to the court's attention.
Yeah.
I don't know, he has it pending. I don't know if you want to bring it to Judge Robinson's attention, if he wants to direct you in that matter as well. It's up to you.
On what matter?
Mr. Golding has a pending felony also.
Oh, pending felony with Judge Robinson?
Yes.
Okay. Here he is. All right, excuse me one moment, man. I got to go off the record.
Judge, can you order BSO to transport him there for the bond
Yeah,
hearing?
no problem, no problem. Ma'am, just give me one moment. I'm going to go back to the main jail. He was in the main jail, right, Mr. Golding? Oh, no, he was in Conti.
Conti.
All right. Mr. Golding, I spoke with Judge Robinson. Judge Robinson would like to see you this afternoon, so I'm going to order the deputies in Conti to please transport Mr. Golding to the main jail for the 1:30 docket before Judge Robinson. Him. Michael Robinson. It'll be Michael Robinson, yeah. So, Mr. Golding, you will see Judge Robinson this afternoon. They'll bring you down from the jail, okay? And he will make a determination about bond in that case.
All right, thank you.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
For magistrate purposes for today, we're going to hold him no bond at the request of his division judge, who's already arraigned him. But bond will be addressed today. Right. You don't have to hold him for magistrate. Right. So for magistrate purposes, no bond, but he'll see Judge Robinson this afternoon. All right. And then we have Miss Ashbis. Now this is
It's a perfection, Your Honor. Judge Levine wanted, I guess it was mentioned in the original PC about a prescription bottle. Judge Levine wanted more information about the prescription bottle to determine that that she didn't have a valid prescription, or there wasn't evidence that she had a valid prescription for these. If you look at the, one moment, last page 6, Officer Soma gives further detail about these the prescription bottle.
All right, let me take a look here. I'll do an order. If they need me to do an order, I'll do an order. And Phyllis, will you do me a favor? You'll let the clerk's office know. I don't know who Judge Robinson's clerk is. You'll let somebody know, felony. Yeah. All right, thank you. If there's any problem, call me, or they can call Judge Robinson's JA. But he wanted this on his docket. Michael Robinson. Thank you. Okay. I've read this updated narrative. Have you had a chance, Mr. Ofsell?
I'm not making a probable cause argument, but due to the fact that these charges are possessionary in nature, and she's been in custody for I think our third day, will the court consider pretrial release if we can verify an address?
Let me hear about her priors real quick.
Does pretrial still have any notes on her? Okay, I'm gonna have to put her into the system.
All right, no problem. This is Miss Emily Ashbis.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Robinson is courtroom 6750.
You're gonna have to hold on one moment.
Yeah, 1:30. Thanks.
Where was I?
Michael Robinson, yeah. Yeah, just let Beth know. Yeah, any issues they can call my J, or better they can call Judge Robinson's J. Yeah. And you don't have any notes on her from the other day, right, Patrice, on Miss Ashbus?
Because she's on the perfection docket, so I don't.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, yes.
Conti facility. Intake, the unit have been notified to send Mr. Golding down to the courtroom for
That's
you.
great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Great. Where do you live, Miss Ashbus?
Right now I'm residing with my father.
Here in Broward County?
Yes.
How long you been living with him?
Well, I lived with him all, my parents had joint custody as a child. This time I've been living with him for about a month. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If pretrial can verify where you're living with your dad, I will release you to pretrial release. So, Patrice, if you could have someone at Paul Ryan interviewer and try to get in touch with Dad. So it'll be pending verification.
What if he says no? I do have another place I can live.
She could just take a seat. I'll get some.
So I just
All
want
right.
to throw that out there.
All right. Have a seat, Miss Ashbus. Someone from pretrial is going to come interview you, and that'll be pending verification. We'll figure out where you're going to live. And when you go out on pretrial, you'll do a drug and alcohol evaluation and some random testing, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
There's more counts than what's on the docket?
He was arrested.
Oh, 1 through 6, yeah, right.
yesterday.
Right, there's also possession of cannabis, possession of Xanax, and drug paraphernalia. But I'll put her on pretrial on all of the counts if it gets verified. All right? All right. That can run with that. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck to you, man. They're going to interview you now, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, take care. All right, everybody, thanks so much.